Success is not a destination that you simply arrive at one day. It's not something that happens to you by accident or by luck. Success is the result of what you do every single day. It's the accumulation of small decisions, tiny improvements, and consistent actions that compound over time into extraordinary results. And today, I want to share with you the 10 things you absolutely must work on every single day if you want to transform your life and create the future you've been dreaming about. You see, most people are waiting for the perfect moment. They're waiting for conditions to be just right. They're waiting for motivation to strike like lightning. But here's the truth that successful people understand: you don't wait for things to get better. You work on making yourself better. And then everything else begins to improve. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Change what's happening inside, and you'll change what's happening outside. The first thing you must work on every single day is your philosophy. Your philosophy is the way you think about life. It's your established set of attitudes toward existence. It's how you interpret what happens to you and around you. And here's why this matters more than anything else. Your philosophy creates your attitude. Your attitude creates your actions, and your actions create your results. If you don't like your results, you have to go all the way back to the beginning and examine your philosophy. Every day, you need to refine how you think. Read something that challenges your current perspective. Study wisdom from those who have achieved what you want to achieve. Question your own assumptions. Ask yourself, is this belief serving me, or is it holding me back? Because I promise you, if you keep the same philosophy you've always had, you'll keep getting the same results you've always gotten. But when you work on upgrading your philosophy, every single day, your entire life begins to shift. Think about it like this. If someone has a flawed philosophy that says, life is hard and then you die, what kind of life do you think they'll create? But if someone has a philosophy that says, life is an incredible gift full of opportunities to learn, grow, and contribute, they'll create an entirely different existence. Same world, different philosophy, completely different life. That's the power of working on your thinking every single day. The second thing you must work on daily is your attitude. Your attitude is your mental position toward life. It's your disposition. It's how you show up in the world each day. And here's what most people don't realize: your attitude is a choice. It's not something that happens to you based on circumstances. It's something you decide regardless of circumstances. Every morning when you wake up, you have a decision to make. You can choose to be enthusiastic, positive, and solution-focused, or you can choose to be pessimistic, negative, and problem-focused. Now, I'm not talking about toxic positivity where you ignore real challenges. I'm talking about maintaining a constructive attitude that empowers you to take action rather than becoming paralyzed by difficulty. Work on your attitude by starting each day with intention. Before you check your phone, before you dive into the chaos of the day, take a moment to set your attitude. Decide how you want to feel. Decide how you want to show up. Because if you don't choose your attitude, the circumstances of the day will choose it for you. And I can tell you from experience, circumstances are not good at choosing empowering attitudes. Your attitude affects everything. It affects how people respond to you. It affects what opportunities you notice. It affects how you handle setbacks. Two people can face the exact same challenge, but the one with the better attitude will find solutions, while the other one finds excuses. Work on your attitude every single day, and you'll be amazed at how your entire experience of life transforms. The third thing you must work on daily is your activity. This is where philosophy and attitude meet reality. You can have the best thoughts and the best attitude in the world, But if you're not taking the right actions every single day, nothing changes. Activity is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. It's what turns potential into actual results. Here's what you need to understand about activity. Not all activity is created equal. Some people are incredibly busy but not productive. They're active, but their activity isn't moving them toward their goals. You must work on ensuring that your daily activities are aligned with your objectives. Every single day, ask yourself, what are the most important things I could do today that would move me closer to my goals? The key is consistency. It's better to do a little bit every day than to do a lot sporadically. Success doesn't come from massive action taken once in a while. It comes from small, disciplined actions taken consistently over time. If you want to be healthy, you work out a little bit every day. If you want to be knowledgeable, you read a little bit every day. If you want to build wealth, you save and invest a little bit every day. The compound effect of these small daily activities is absolutely miraculous. Don't despise small beginnings. Don't think that because you can only do a little bit today, it doesn't matter. It matters enormously. Every small action is a vote for the person you're becoming. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, every time you choose growth over stagnation, you're building the person who will achieve those big dreams. Work on your daily activity. Make it purposeful. Make it consistent. And watch how it transforms your life over time. The fourth thing you must work on every single day is your learning. The day you stop learning is the day you start dying. Personal development is not something you do and check off your list. It's a lifestyle. It's a commitment to continuous growth and improvement. And in today's rapidly changing world, if you're not growing, you're falling behind. Dedicate time every single day to learning something new. Read for at least 30 minutes. Listen to educational content. Take a course. Study your field. Learn from those who are where you want to be. The information is out there. The wisdom is available. The only question is, are you willing to invest in your own education? Here's something crucial to understand. Formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. What you learn after you finish your formal education will determine your level of success more than anything you learned before. The most successful people in the world are voracious learners. They read multiple books a month. They attend seminars. They find mentors. They're constantly upgrading their knowledge and skills. Make learning a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Don't wait until you have time. You'll never have time. You have to make time. Even if it's just 15 minutes a day, that adds up to 90 hours a year. Can you imagine how much you could learn in 90 hours of focused study? That's enough to become reasonably proficient in almost any skill. Work on your learning every single day, and you'll develop capabilities that set you apart from 99% of people. The fifth thing you must work on daily is your health. You can have all the success in the world, but if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. Your body is the vehicle that carries you through life. If you don't maintain it, everything else becomes exponentially more difficult. You cannot achieve your highest potential if you're tired, sick, or lacking energy. Working on your health daily means several things. First, it means moving your body. You don't have to run marathons or spend hours in the gym, but you need to exercise regularly. Walk, stretch, lift weights, play a sport. Do something that gets your heart rate up and builds strength. Your body was designed to move, and when you move it regularly, everything functions better. Second, working on your health means eating well. You are what you eat. If you fuel your body with processed junk, you'll feel like junk. If you fuel it with nutritious, whole foods, you'll have energy, clarity, and vitality. You don't need a perfect diet, but you need a good diet. Make better choices more often than you make poor choices. Third, working on your health means getting adequate rest. Sleep is not laziness. Sleep is when your body repairs and regenerates. It's when your brain consolidates learning and processes emotions. If you're chronically sleep deprived, you're operating at a fraction of your capacity. Respect your need for rest. Make it a priority, not an afterthought. Your health affects your mood, your energy, your thinking, your relationships, your productivity, everything. When you feel good physically, everything else becomes easier. Work on your health every single day, and you'll have the energy and vitality to pursue everything else you want in life. The sixth thing you must work on daily is your finances. Financial literacy and discipline are not optional if you want to create lasting success. You must develop a healthy relationship with money. You must learn how it works, how to earn it, how to keep it, and how to grow it. And you must work on this every single day. Start by paying attention. Most people have no idea where their money goes. They earn it and spend it without much thought. But you must become conscious. Track what comes in and what goes out. Understand your patterns. Are you spending on things that truly add value to your life? Or are you spending impulsively on things that provide momentary pleasure, but no lasting benefit? Work on developing the discipline to pay yourself first. Before you pay anyone else, before you spend on anything else, set aside a portion of your income for your future. Even if it's just 5 or 10% to start, make it automatic. Make it non-negotiable. This one habit, practiced consistently over time, will create financial security and eventually financial independence. Also, work on increasing your value in the marketplace. Your income is directly related to the value you provide. If you want to earn more, you must become more valuable, learn new skills, improve your expertise, solve bigger problems. The marketplace rewards value. So focus on increasing yours every single day. Financial stress is one of the biggest sources of anxiety and relationship problems. But financial peace is available to anyone willing to be disciplined and consistent. You don't need to make a fortune. You need to manage whatever you make wisely. Work on your finances every single day, even if it's just reviewing your accounts or reading one article about investing. Small, consistent actions create enormous long-term results. The seventh thing you must work on daily is your relationships. We are social creatures. We need connection. We need community. And the quality of your relationships has a massive impact on the quality of your life. You become like the people you spend the most time with, so choose wisely and invest intentionally. Work on your relationships by being intentional about who you allow into your inner circle. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and support your growth. Distance yourself from people who drain your energy, encourage poor habits, or pull you away from your goals. This isn't about being unkind. It's about being wise. Your associations matter enormously. Also, work on being the kind of person others want to be around. Be encouraging. Be supportive. Be genuine. Listen more than you talk. Show up for people. Express gratitude. Celebrate others' successes. Strong relationships are built on mutual respect, trust, and genuine care. If you want great relationships, work on becoming a great friend, partner, family member, and colleague. Don't neglect the most important relationships in your life because you're too busy chasing success. Success without people to share it with is empty. Call your parents. Spend quality time with your children. Invest in your marriage or partnership. Nurture friendships. These relationships won't maintain themselves. They require attention, effort, and intentionality. Work on them every single day, and you'll build a support system that enriches every aspect of your life. The 8th thing you must work on daily is your communication skills. How you communicate determines how well you connect with others, how effectively you lead, how successfully you negotiate, and how deeply you're understood. Communication is not just about talking. It's about listening, writing, presenting, and understanding both verbal and nonverbal cues. Work on becoming a better listener. Most people listen with the intent to reply rather than the intent to understand. But real communication happens when you truly hear what someone is saying, including what they're not saying. Ask better questions. Be curious about others' perspectives. Give people your full attention when they're speaking to you. Also, work on expressing yourself clearly and confidently. Whether you're writing an email, having a conversation, or presenting to a group, the ability to articulate your thoughts effectively is invaluable. Read more to expand your vocabulary. Practice speaking. Get comfortable with presenting your ideas. These skills will serve you in every area of life. Remember that communication is a two-way street. It's not just about what you say, it's about how it's received. Be mindful of your tone, your body language, and your timing. The same message delivered differently can have completely different results. Work on your communication skills every single day, and you'll open doors that remain closed to those who cannot effectively express themselves or connect with others. The 9th thing you must work on daily is your contribution. Life is not just about what you get. It's about what you give. It's about how you serve. It's about the difference you make in the lives of others. And here's something profound: the more you give, the more you receive. Not because you're giving to get, but because giving expands you as a person. Work on contribution by asking yourself daily, how can I add value today? Who can I help? What problem can I solve? It doesn't have to be grand. Small acts of kindness, generosity, and service compound just like everything else. Hold the door open. Give a genuine compliment, help a colleague. Donate to a cause. Mentor someone. Share your knowledge freely. When you focus on contribution, something shifts inside you. You move from a mindset of scarcity to a mindset of abundance. You realize that you have something valuable to offer. You stop being so focused on your own problems and start being part of solutions for others. And ironically, this outward focus often solves many of your own challenges. The most fulfilled people are not those who have accumulated the most. They're those who have contributed the most. Legacy is not about what you leave for people. It's about what you leave in people. Work on your contribution every single day, and you'll discover a depth of meaning and satisfaction that no amount of personal achievement alone can provide. The 10th and final thing you must work on every single day is your gratitude. Gratitude is not just a nice practice. It's a fundamental mindset shift that changes everything. When you work on being grateful every day, you train your mind to look for what's right instead of what's wrong. You focus on abundance instead of lack. You appreciate progress instead of fixating on how far you still have to go. Start and end each day with gratitude. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. Be grateful for clean water. Be grateful for a comfortable bed. Be grateful for another day of life and opportunity. This simple practice rewires your brain over time. You become more optimistic, more resilient, and more content. Gratitude also keeps you humble. When you're grateful, you remember that you didn't get where you are alone. You had help, opportunities, and perhaps some luck along the way. This humility keeps you grounded and opens you to continued learning and growth. Arrogance closes doors, but gratitude opens them. Furthermore, gratitude is magnetic. People are drawn to grateful people. Nobody wants to be around someone who's constantly complaining, entitled, or negative. But everyone wants to be around someone who appreciates life, recognizes blessings, and maintains a positive perspective even during challenges. Work on gratitude every single day, and you'll not only feel better, you'll attract better circumstances and better people into your life. Now, let me bring this all together. These 10 things, your philosophy, attitude, activity, learning, health, finances, relationships, communication, contribution, and gratitude, are the foundation of a life well lived. They're not complicated, but they require commitment. They require daily discipline. They require you to make different choices than most people make. Here's the challenge: most people want to change their lives, but they're not willing to change their days. They want different results while maintaining the same routines. That's insanity. If you want your life to change, your days must change. And when you work on these 10 things consistently, day after day, week after week, month after month, your life will transform in ways you can hardly imagine right now. Success is not about making one massive change. It's about making small, positive changes consistently over time and letting the compound effect work its magic. A small daily discipline becomes a major accomplishment over time. A small daily error becomes a major disaster over time. The choice is yours. You don't have to be perfect. You'll have days when you fall short. That's part of being human. But you must be consistent. You must keep showing up. You must keep working on these fundamentals, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Because discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't want to do it. Think about where you'll be in 5 years if you commit to working on these 10 things every single day. Your philosophy will be refined and empowering. Your attitude will be resilient and positive. Your activity will be purposeful and productive. Your learning will make you highly knowledgeable and skilled. Your health will give you energy and vitality. Your finances will provide security and freedom. Your relationships will be deep and meaningful. Your communication will be effective and influential. Your contribution will create impact and legacy. Your gratitude will bring joy and contentment. Now compare that to where you'll be in 5 years if you don't change anything. If you keep the same philosophy, the same attitude, the same activities, the same lack of learning, the same neglect of health, the same financial habits, the same relationship patterns, the same communication weaknesses, the same self-focus, the same ingratitude, where will that path lead? You already know the answer. The beautiful thing about personal development is that it's never too late to start. It doesn't matter where you've been or what you've done or how many times you've tried and failed before. Today is a new day. This moment is a fresh opportunity. You can decide right now to commit to working on these 10 things every single day. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when conditions are perfect. Right now, start small if you need to. You don't have to master all 10 things immediately. Pick 2 or 3 to focus on this month. Maybe it's your learning, your health, and your gratitude. Work on those consistently for 30 days. Once they become habits, add another 1 or 2. Build momentum gradually. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Create systems and structures that support your commitment. Set reminders. Schedule time blocks. Find accountability partners. Remove obstacles and temptations. Make it easier to do the right things and harder to do the wrong things. Your environment shapes your behavior, so design an environment that supports the person you're becoming. And remember, you're not doing this alone. Millions of people around the world are on similar journeys of growth and self-improvement. You're part of a community of people who refuse to settle for mediocrity, who believe in their potential, and who are willing to do the daily work required to create extraordinary lives. Draw strength from knowing that others are working on themselves just like you are. The work is simple but not easy. Simple in that you know what to do. Not easy in that it requires discipline, consistency, and commitment. There will be days when you don't feel like it. There will be moments when you question whether it's worth it. There will be times when progress seems slow or invisible. That's when you must trust the process. That's when you must remember that success is not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. Every single day that you work on these 10 things, you're becoming a different person. You're upgrading your operating system. You're building capabilities. You're developing character. And eventually, the person you're becoming will be capable of achieving the things the current you can only dream about. That's the power of daily personal development. Your life is the sum total of your daily choices and actions. Every day, you're either building the life you want or allowing the life you don't want to continue. Every day, you're moving closer to your goals or further away from them. There is no standing still. You're either growing or dying, progressing or regressing, becoming more or becoming less. Choose growth. Choose progress. Choose to work on these 10 things every single day. Make the commitment right now. Not a wish, not a hope, not an intention, but a commitment. A decision that's non-negotiable. A promise to yourself that you will do the work, regardless of how you feel, regardless of what's convenient, regardless of what others are doing. Your future is not determined by your past. Your future is determined by what you do today and every day going forward. You have more control than you realize. You have more power than you're currently exercising. You have more potential than you're currently expressing, but all of that potential remains locked inside until you commit to the daily disciplines that release it. This is your life. This is your one chance. You don't get a practice run. You don't get to come back and do it over. This is it. So make it count. Make it meaningful. Make it extraordinary. And the way you do that is not through some magical secret or lucky break. It's through working on these fundamental things every single day until they become who you are. The person you'll be 5 years from now will either thank you or blame you for the choices you make today. Choose wisely. Choose growth. Choose discipline. Choose to work on your philosophy, attitude, activity, learning, health, finances, relationships, communication, contribution, and gratitude every single day. Success is waiting for you. The life you dream about is available to you. But it won't come to you. You must go to it. You must build it. You must earn it through daily disciplines repeated consistently over time. Start today. Start right now. Work on these 10 things every single day and watch as your life transforms into something more beautiful, more meaningful, and more successful than you ever imagined possible. The time is now. The person is you. The path is clear. All that's left is the decision to commit and the discipline to follow through. Make that decision now, and let today be the day that everything changes. Let today be the day you stop wishing and start working. Let today be the day you become the person you were always meant to be. Your extraordinary life is waiting. Go build it one day at a time.